5 years ago, the Mavericks had a 2-zip series lead on the Heat in the NBA Finals and ended up losing 4 straight to lose the finals. Stuart Scott, Mike Wilbon, John Barry, Hall of Famer, 5-time champion Earvin Magic Johnson. We have an NBA Finals. Magic, how do you see Dallas versus Miami shaping up?
Well, Stuart, I look at it like this. You got the hottest team in the playoffs in the Mavs, but you got the best starting 5 in the playoffs in the Miami Heat. But also the Heat has the best defense in the playoffs. And then, JB, the Dallas Mavericks has the best bench. So this is going to be a tough and exciting series, and I think an explosive series as well.
So we should just flip a coin on this?
Just flip it and say.
I don't know. I mean, throw out the 2-0 regular season that the Mavericks beat the Miami Heat. Carlos Arroyo was the Heat point guard. He's no longer there. Caron Butler played a prominent role for the Mavericks. He will not be playing in the NBA Finals. There's going to be just so many intriguing matchups. Who gets Dirk Nowitzki? Is it going to be Chris Bosh? I can bet you're going to see LeBron James guarding Dirk Nowitzki come fourth quarter. The benches are going to be super. Mike Miller's now brought himself into a prominent role for the Heat. Haslam coming off that bench. So a lot of intriguing matchups. I think it's going to be a long, long series. It's going to be a 7-gamer. And I'm not going to give away my pick just yet.
It's too early for that. Only 2 players from each team remain from the 2006 Finals rosters. Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry from Dallas. Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslam for Miami. So there's not a lot of carryover, even though people will bill it as a rematch. Different spirit of both those teams. You remember Shaquille O'Neal, obviously, was more than a running mate with Dwayne Wade at that time. Dallas's rosters turned over completely. But I think so many people want to see Dirk Nowitzki and LeBron James. Even though Dwayne Wade and Haslam are wearing the championship rings from Miami. Again, when you have centerpieces to these teams, like those 2 stars, it provides just for the kind of visual matchup that everybody will like to see, and people who just marginally are interested in basketball will want to come and flock to see this series.
If I were Coach Spoelstra, I would move Udonis Haslam into the starting lineup, let him play Dirk, and then that way Chris Bosh will move over to play Tyson Chandler and won't get into foul trouble. Because he's going to definitely get into foul trouble if he's guarding Dirk.
There is a stretch this season that the Miami Heat went 22-2. Those 2 losses were to the Dallas Mavericks. And talk about star power, you have Dirk Nowitzki, a former NBA MVP. You have LeBron James, a former 2-time NBA MVP. And you have Dwayne Wade, who won the NBA Finals MVP in 2006 when the Heat beat Dirk and the Mavs.